Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with some more Madden 19 Ultimate Team. This episode number 40. In this episode, we do have two new pickups, both of them being on the O-line, Jason Kelce and Larry Allen. Larry Allen is a brand new pickup. Jason Kelce, not so much. I actually had Kelce at one point. I ended up doing some more veteran solos, and I ended up getting another pack, and instead of picking somebody new, I ended up just picking Kelce again because I quick sold him before, which was a dumbass move. I don't know why I did that, but I quick sold him before to get training for my defense to upgrade my defense, and not thinking O-line was really that important. I actually just like having an O-line, man. So, I mean, I ended up selling my O-line to upgrade my defense before. Our O-line is pretty shitty the past, I don't know how many episodes, ever since we had gotten rid of it. But Todd Gurley has still gone off because he's fucking Todd Gurley. But I realized that I just like having an O-line, man. I mean, that's just something I like to have on my team. Probably the one thing that I like to invest a lot of coins in. So I figured, you know what, why not? Let's go ahead and pick Jason Kelce back up, make him our center. We did not have him powered up before, so he is one overall higher than he was before we had him. And now we have Larry Allen, who is a very, very solid right guard, who's better than Zeitler, and he has really good pass and really good run block. So, I mean, a couple solid pickups, man, and you will see more upgrades to the O-line. Dwayne Brown is a card that can definitely get upgraded. He has like 3 or 4 more upgrades I can make before even having to get his 95 or whatever overall card, which will be definitely down the line. But we have Lane Johnson. We have a really good O-line that I could upgrade and make 90 plus. So we'll try to do that. It may not be the smartest thing in the world, but I just like upgrading my O-line, man. I feel like it's the one part of my team that I've always upgraded that seems like it pays off, but you can definitely get by with like an 85, 88 O-line. I just like upgrading mine. So getting past that rambling point, we ended up converting on 4th and 12 with Jerry Rice. I'm not sure if you guys saw that catch, but that was, wow. That was very lucky and very, very good catch by Jerry Rice. I mean, he doesn't do a ton for my team. Well, I mean, he does. He's my #1 receiver, but we don't really throw the ball all that much. We try to run the ball very heavily. As Franco Harris, man, gets his first touchdown on my team. I don't think that he had a receiving touchdown in the 3 or 4 games we played with them. First of all, I completely forgot to mention that you guys have killed it on that Franco Harris gameplay video, man. That's the first video in a while on my channel. I just hit my mic, my bad. But that's the first video on my channel in a while to hit 100 views. And I mean a while, man. Ever since I've come back, you know, my videos, you know, usually 50 is where it'll max out. And to see that video hit 100, it was really awesome, man. It's at like 130, 140 right now. So I really appreciate it. Just want to thank you guys for that. Getting back into the gameplay, though. 4th and 1. This guy ends up converting with Saquon Barkley. This guy had a decent offense, man. You know, he was able to move the ball, or I mean, kind of. I mean, he ran the same play over and over again, and even when I consecutively stopped it, he just kept running it, but I was always worried about that. I'm always worried about the post, man. I mean, one of the previous episodes was called Fighting Posts and Mike Vick, and look who this guy has. He has Mike Vick, and he's running a lot of posts, so I'm a little bit scared right now, trying to cover this stuff up, but of course, Joey Bosa right there ends up getting a sack. We did end up powering him down from a 93, or from a, yeah, I think it was a 93 to a 90. His stats honestly don't change that much, and again, he's getting sacks now. He barely got any sacks when he was a 93. I don't get it, man. It makes no sense, and I know it makes no difference, and it's just like, it's just a coincidence that he plays better when he's a 90 compared to a 93. It's just weird, but anyway, we end up selling that Bosa. He gets a sack. We end up getting the ball, and after a decent little punt return, we end up getting ourselves to the 32, and Franco Harris on 2nd and 4 ends up getting a little block and release first down. I told you guys that I will be using Franco Harris a lot, and he will be mainly our tight end. That's really when I'm putting him in, but I have been using my tight ends a lot to block, so I'll sub in George Fant if I mainly want a blocking tight end where he's not going to go out on a route, but main tight end, it's going to be Franco Harris. Is right here. We end up finding Doug Baldwin, and he's a solid receiver. He's been like the one solid receiver that just doesn't drop anything, man. That 92 Doug, or we got him to a 92 after upgrading him a couple times. He's been really solid for us, man. Our receivers are not great, but they're solid. You know, they do what they're supposed to do. Tyreek Hill doubles as a kick and punt returner. Is right here. He ends up going off sides, and Todd Gurley gets into the end zone on a nice little flat route. That was way too easy. Just a little rat catch, and he was into the end zone. Really no question, man. I saw him go off sides and snapped it quick. I didn't actually finish my adjustments on that play, but that's just a classic split close play that I go to every once in a while. I haven't been running split close as I used to. Is right here, man. I thought I was beat, but B-Dog comes up with the pick. I think that was Tyreek Hill. That was Tyreek Hill he was trying to go deep to, but Tyreek Hill is just, I don't know, too fast. Overruns that ball, and B-Dog ends up coming up with the pick as we get the ball back up 14-0. But as I was saying, man, we don't run split close as much as we used to, as I'm stuttering all over the place. I just don't really like running split close a ton because so many people are familiar with it and so many people still run it. I don't know. I find it less effective and honestly just less fun, you know, because so many people use it now. Like people run their complete offenses out of split close, which I understand, and it's fine. I don't find success in it anymore, not as much as I used to. But anyway, just before half, we ended up getting a holding penalty. I forgot to turn aggressive blocking off again. I only turned it on the goal line, and then I always forget to turn it off because if I end up scoring, then I don't get the chance to go back to my adjustments. But before half, you know, unfortunately that pick ends up not getting us anything. I was really trying to get into field goal range, but he had the middle of the field pretty much covered. So took a deep shot to Doug. Of course, Doug Baldwin one-on-one with this guy's solid corners wasn't really going to work. So, you know, we end up getting nothing before half. But right here, he starts off with what looked like a really promising play to Ricky Williams. And I think that was Stephon Gilmore ends up breaking that one up and just throw it right at me, man. Why the fuck not? Sean Taylor with the newly added hot hands ends up getting us the pick. 14-0 with the ball. This dude just can't handle it anymore, man. He just can't handle it. The defense was killing it this game, man. 14-0. We do end up getting the win. Solid game for Otto Graham, 102 and a TD, 72% completion percentage. You guys can see right there. Todd Gurley, again, he just does what we need him to do, man. Another receiving touchdown, and he has just been unbelievable since we added him. I hope you guys are enjoying the gameplays. Been trying to drop him daily. I have been slacking on the career mode. I'll try to get back on that, but I felt I was really slacking on the MUT gameplays for how much you guys liked them. I mean, they are the most viewed videos on my channel by a long shot. So I'm trying to get these out to you more. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the daily uploads of MUT. And as always, I'm out. Peace. Also, streaming is coming back. I promise. I'm sorry. I meant to mention that at the beginning of the episode. Streaming is coming back. I've just been kind of busy recently. Dog issues. If you guys have gone through that type of stuff, you know what I'm talking about. It sucks. Streams will come back. I promise.